we recording?
Stop recording video.
Okay.
Button.
Calm down, Bridget. This video is not about you. Okay, guys. I am so sorry that I have not made another one of these videos in a while. My stories written by God. I am so sorry, guys. It's just been a real hectic month for me, and I am...
Viewfinder. Image. 23 seconds. Viewfinder. Take picture. Take picture. Stop recording video. Stop recording video.
Quick
Button.
thing. I've just been so busy and stuff. I am so sorry, guys. I really am. I'm gonna try and make sure that I get stuff done from here on out, because I know that I set a schedule back in July that I need to keep to. Okay? It's not fair to you guys that I'm not keeping to my schedule. So here's the story I've been posting for a very long time, actually. It's the story of my Christian rebirth. To tell you guys the truth, for a while I really had drifted away from God. I didn't, I knew He was there and everything, and I knew He was good, and, I didn't ever question that. I never thought about going, wrong or anything like that. But I felt like I had done so many wrong things that He had given up on me. Like, I thought I wasn't good enough. I was like, well, if God's this good, then I'm never going to be good enough. Especially as bad as I am. It got to the point where I got into some trouble a long time ago, guys, back in 2014. And a minister who was helping take me home had offered me, he's like, look, why don't you pray? I mean, you may feel like everyone else has given up on you, but God hasn't. And I asked him, like, could you pray for me? I'm like, I can't do it. I can't face him anymore. After all I've done, I can't face him, because I don't deserve to face him. And I asked that minister that.
Message notification. Lauren. Like what? Stop recording video. Button.
I'm sorry, guys. I got a text message. A friend of mine texted me, and that was really when it nailed home to me. That I really had fallen away. I did start going back to church, and at first it was actually only because I was going fishing right afterwards, and my only ride was at the church, so. I was going fishing with my family afterwards, but they were going to church first, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'll go. I never stopped believing in God, guys, and I really did want to come back. It's just, I was afraid. I was afraid that I'd never be able to make up for what I'd done. I mean, I don't want to go as far to say, I don't want to go far enough to say that I felt like God was mad at me. I felt like I didn't deserve His forgiveness. I didn't deserve to ask for it. I didn't deserve to even think about asking for it, because I felt like I was a disgrace to Him. I felt like He had given me so much. He had given me so many opportunities. And He still does to this day, guys. He'd given me so much. And I had always messed it up. I'd always failed somehow. I found a way to always fail. And I felt like it was wrong. One time I was praying, and I remember asking, why? Why do you even still help me at all? I was like, I don't want to be a burden anymore. And I did ask Him to take me away, and you guys all know about my attempted suicides. I mean, it's far behind me. I don't attempt it anymore, guys, but it was a real thing. I'm not gonna lie about it. I did attempt suicide multiple times. To continue, started going back to church, and I really liked the preachers. I really liked the preachers. They actually still go there, the Salvation Army. I really enjoyed their company. And then I was like, hey, I like these people. Maybe I'll start coming back more. And I started liking it and stuff like that. And in my mind, I started to heal. I started to think maybe, You know, this is God saying, okay, this is your last chance. Then, about a year and a month ago, in August of 2015, there's this thing that if you're in the Salvation Army, you can go to. It's called TYI, Territorial Youth Institute. You guys heard me talking about it in my other videos, a couple of other videos. And I went, and I felt something there, guys. It was, I don't know how to describe it, but it was something. There was a man who had preached for me named Pastor Jeff Wallace. I talked about him in my other video on this in this series. He's a very you can feel the Holy Spirit through this man. I mean, God has called him to do a job, and he has done it. But he had talked, and he said if any of us felt like we needed to heal, if any of us felt like I can't remember his exact words, and I feel really bad that I didn't. But I went up to that altar. He said that if I needed to let something go, I went up to that altar and I prayed. And that was just the start of it. I mean, God had much more in store for me that week. You know, this was near the beginning of the week. Then later on that week, it was the last night we were there. We were having a party and stuff. We were having our at least I think it was our last night. It might have been. It might not have been. I can't remember. We were doing this thing where we all lit candles and we stood around the lake. And there was a song that we were all singing together, and I really enjoyed this song.
Take picture. Viewfinder. 6 minutes. 53 seconds. Okay. Viewfinder. Take picture. Stop recording video. Stop recording video.
There was a song we all sang together, and it was called "One Thing Remains." And you can find the song on YouTube. It's a very beautiful song. And I could feel God telling me during that song, you know, you fought this before. That, you know, that I had given up. And he basically told me, he's like, I haven't given up now, and I never plan to give up. And, you know, it broke me down. I mean, but it also helped me to rebuild. Because, you know, and I've still been tested since then. I've had hard times since that time. But I've had a faith ever since then. I've had my faith, and I've been strong in it ever since then. I mean, yeah, I've lapsed before, but I've never once felt like I was beyond saving anymore. Like I did when I was younger, when I felt like I was beyond saving. Because in that song, One Thing Remains, God reminded me
Messages notification. Lauren. Ready. Stop recording video.
you thought this at one point. You thought that you were, like, he told me, like, when you were a kid, you believed what these words were saying in this song, that I will never give up on you. And then something happened to you. He's like, he reminded me that he doesn't change. And if he loved me as a child, he would love me still. Even after the stuff I had done, the mess I had gotten myself into. He reminded me that he still loved me. And that's good. Definitely go check out that song, guys. One Thing Remains. I wish I could figure out how to play it in the background, but I can't. Definitely go check it out. It's a very beautiful song. There are several people who have done the song. There's Soul Survivor and Jesus Culture, just to name a few. But definitely go check it out. It's definitely worth listening.
Message notification. Lauren. Stop recording video.
Because you really do need to hear it. I'm sorry, I keep getting text messages. I'm about to go answer these in a minute, but I wanted to finish up this video real fast. Probably should have told people I was making a video. But you know, that's the story of my rebirth, guys, and there have been other stories since then and before that and stuff, but that's basically it in a nutshell. And
Take picture. Viewfinder. 9 minutes. 41 seconds. Stop recording video. Button.
I'm sorry that I had to kind of shorten it and stuff. I feel bad about having to do that, but I do need to shorten it a little. I'm really sorry, But I will put up other videos, and I do promise to be more diligent with this, with these videos. I've got a video tomorrow. It's a special problems with the world today video, assuming I can get time to record it, which I'm hoping I will. It's a special problems with the world today video because, well, you're just going to tune in tomorrow and find out, guys. That's pretty much it, guys. I really hope this story meant something. I really hope you guys found something in this story because it means a lot to me. And just thank you guys. Those of you who are subscribed to me, thank you. Okay, I know you've been very patient with me, even though I've been slacking off and stuff. And thank you guys. That's pretty much it. God bless all of you.
Stop recording video.